Good morning, this is your AI host, Jay. I'm here with the automatically generated, Journato, morning headlines on January 16, 2024. Trump lawyer quits his legal team ahead of latest E. Jean Carroll trial. The Independent, Trump lawyer Tacopina withdraws from Manhattan legal team. Reuters.com, key Trump lawyer withdraws as Manhattan criminal trial nears. The New York Times, Trump lawyer Joe Tacopina withdraws from ex-president's cases. The Hill, attorney Joe Tacopina withdraws from Trump's legal team. Italian culture minister probed over stolen painting. Hot air balloon crash kills 4 and injures 1 in Arizona desert. BBC, 4 killed in hot air balloon crash in Arizona. The Independent, how do hot air balloons fly? Here's what to know. The Arizona Republic, 4 killed in horror hot air balloon crash in Arizona. Nigel Farage says Vladimir Putin would not have invaded Ukraine if Donald Trump was US president. Joseph Fritzl could be moved to care home, reports. Cyclone Belal, flooding as storm hits Réunion and heads for Mauritius. BBC, France's Réunion Island on highest alert as Cyclone Belal barrels in, France 24 English. France 24 English, weather tracker, first red cyclone warning for Réunion since 1989. The Guardian, Cyclone Belal submerges cars in Mauritius and batters Réunion. BBC.com, Cyclone Belal causes heavy flooding in Mauritius after battering Réunion, France 24 English. Iran sentences Nobel laureate Narges Mohammadi to additional prison term. BBC, Iran sentences imprisoned Nobel laureate Narges Mohammadi to additional prison term. The Independent, Iran, imprisoned Nobel Peace Prize laureate Narges Mohammadi faces an additional jail term. Times of India, Iran sentences Nobel laureate to additional prison term. Voice of America, VOA News, Iran's Nobel laureate Narges gets adult jail term. Home Office to ban Hizb ut-Tahrir as terror group. BBC.com, Islamist group Hizb ut-Tahrir to be banned from organising in UK. The Guardian, cleverly moves to ban Islamist group Hizb ut-Tahrir as terror organisation. The Independent, Britain moves to ban the Islamist group Hizb ut-Tahrir. The New York Times, what is anti-Semitic Islamist group Hizb ut-Tahrir and what does it want? Ukraine says it has shot down £250 million Russian spy plane in costly blow to Putin. The Independent, Ukraine says it shot down Russian A-50 spy plane. BBC, Ukraine says it shot down Russian A-50 spy plane. BBC News. BBC News, Russia-Ukraine war at a glance, what we know on day 692. The Guardian, Ukraine says shot down 2 Russian command aircraft in blow to Moscow. Woman killed and 17 injured after suspected car ramming attack in Israel. The Guardian, Israel, woman killed, 17 hurt in suspected Palestinian car ramming attack. BBC, Ra'anana, 1 dead and 12 injured in terror attack near Tel Aviv, Israel's emergency services say. Sky News, person killed and many injured in suspected car rammings in Israel. Financial Times, at least 1 killed, 17 wounded in alleged car ramming attacks in Israel. Iowa caucuses, DeSantis edges out Haley for distant second behind Trump. BBC, H is our little snowflake, DeSantis given participation trophy by Iowa heckler. The Telegraph, watch live, Ron DeSantis campaigns on day of Iowa caucus amid sub-zero temperatures. The Independent, DeSantis fighting for political survival in Iowa caucuses. UK to deploy 20,000 troops alongside NATO allies in major show of strength. The Independent, UK to deploy 20,000 troops to NATO military drill to practice repelling a Russian invasion. Sky News, UK to send 20,000 service personnel for NATO's military exercises, WION fine print. WION, Shaps warns of further wars with China and Iran in next 5 years. The Independent, UK to send 20,000 troops in biggest deployment to NATO exercises in decades. Rishi Sunak, UK willing to take further military action against Houthis. The Guardian, Houthi missile hits US-owned container ship in Gulf of Aden. BBC, why US strikes in Middle East are rekindling fears over oil and inflation. Financial Times, Grant Shapps, we will not put up with attacks on international waterways. The Times and the Sunday Times, Rishi Sunak, strikes on Houthis intended as limited, single action. Iowa caucuses, what Trump's dominant win means for his rivals. BBC, Iowa caucuses 2024 live, Ramaswamy quits race and endorses America First Trump. The Telegraph, Donald Trump easily wins Iowa caucuses as DeSantis edges Haley for second place. Sky News, Trump's Iowa win marks a comeback for him and a step backwards for the country. The Guardian, opinion, Iowans too often get it. This was all for the news. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.